Hello everyone, Merry Christmas and welcome to another StarCraft 2 commentary with EXO. And yeah, I've been busy lately with the Christmas, with the preparing stuff and the holidays generally. Took up a lot of my time. Couldn't really get to casting a lot of games, so I just decided I'm gonna make up for it by releasing something on the first day of Christmas. For all you viewers out there who just want to watch some StarCraft action during the holidays, and I handpicked out this really nice game. I haven't seen it, but a lot of people told me to cast it. It's a very recent game. It was uploaded tomorrow. What did I just say? It was uploaded yesterday on the 24th, and people say it was really good game. So here I am gonna cast this one, and it is none other than EG.Idra spawning as the red Zerg at the 2 o'clock position, facing I don't know what this is, probably a clan tag, request or something, theognis. I'm just gonna call him Ognis or something. For this game, spawning as the light blue Terran at the 8 o'clock position. Now, here we have a map that everybody seems to pretty much like. I haven't really heard any... I don't really see anybody who declines this map in their choices in tournaments and so forth. So a lot of players fancy playing on Metalopolis because it is pretty much balanced no matter what race you're playing. Very nice symmetrical layout of the bases, and good expanding opportunities given the way the map is made, and the gold is close to the middle and so forth, just like your opponent's gold. And yeah, the pathways are pretty straightforward, and doesn't really favor any race that much, except maybe, I know, Terrans. If you take a gold, Terrans just have a much easier time over here by taking the Zelnaga towers and sieging their tanks over here or here, and attacking the other gold. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But other than that, everything is straightforward, and all the races have equal shots here. Now, taking a look at the game, Idra did open with a pretty early pool. I believe that was a 12 pool. Also see that he has gotten a pretty fast overlord. Now this is something that doesn't really happen. Lots of players don't get their second overlord until they reach 18 supply, at which point they get their queen, and they get an overlord out, and then the larva production resumes, and when the overlord is out you can make 2 or 3 drones. But yeah, Idra seems like wanting to get 1 overlord in advance, and here we go. The Ognis is scouting inside Idra's base with 1 CV, doesn't really see that much. Also, hatchery has been planted down by Idra. Now, taking a look at the Ognis, this is quite curious. Why did he actually lift off that barracks, landed here, and place a reactor? Most likely to avoid scouting. He knows that Idra is spawning over here, so most likely an incoming overlord is gonna be over here on this side or this side perhaps, and with proper reaction time, he could kill off that overlord before he sees this barracks. Now, Idra doesn't know that there's a reactor going down here. Now, that's a pretty big deal, because if you take a look at Idra's camp right now, he doesn't see, he just sees this factory, doesn't know about the barracks. He does know about the command center over there. He just took a sneak peek, so he knows that a pretty fast command center is on its way. So, actually, this is interesting. He just built this reactor and is now lifting off the barracks. Looks like he's gonna go for some Helion push. Now, this is interesting. I don't think Idra is gonna be expecting such an aggressive Helion push. Obviously, if he's landing the factory here, it's gonna make a lot of Helions. At least 2 right now, very fast. And Idra's expansion is already out. Zergling speed is almost done as well. I'm very curious to see what Ognis will be doing this game. There's no starport yet, so I'm just gonna check this out. He's gonna fast expand over here. Might actually even throw down a planetary fortress. You never know. But usually a lot of players get an orbital here. They feel safe by sieging up tanks here or here, or building a few bunkers in the front, and just take advantage of the additional orbital command they have to drop down yields. Now, I'd remind you that this game is from the Korean ladder, so Idra is there right now. And yes, it is Idra. Idra, guys. Just call him Idra. No more Idraing left and right. It's not the way you pronounce it, and he stated that on many occasions. A lot of players don't like Idra because he has this temper in games, especially public ladder games and stuff, where he just rages, and usually he does it. Oh, and the Zergling is getting fried over there. Now that's a pretty big loss for Idra, and indeed 4 Helions, like I said, are making their way across towards Idra's base. Now there's 2 queens here. He needs to block off the ramp real fast with 2 queens. There we go. Moving the drones away to avoid getting them fried over here, but he needs to be very careful because these Helions, there we go, frying that one drone, one-shotting it. And these Zerglings are really not any use here. Oh, gotta be careful with the Helions, don't want to take too much fire. And Idra is trying to do as much damage to these Helions as he can. He's putting down a spine crawler. It's almost completed over here, and it looks like the Helions are gonna get warded away. Zergling speed is done. Now this is also this additional queen over here. He moved 1 queen back as these Helions are pretty damaged. There's only 3 left. 1 is almost dead, and gotta be careful. He needs to get this round off on the Helions so that the Helions don't throw more shots off like they are right now. And looks like this push is going to be cancelled for now. But taking a look back in base, let's see what's happening over here. The expansion did lift off into position. Seems like more barracks have been added on, so 3 Raxes, just 1 reactor though, no add-ons over here, and this is pretty surprising. Oh, there we go, a tech lab, and no Stimpack being researched or combat shield, so yeah, let's see what the Terran player is about to do. Now, Idra is getting a Spire, so most likely he's gonna be attempting some Mutalisk harass sooner or later at the mineral lines, and usually you don't get you only get Mutalisk in a TVZ. You don't really get Mutalisk to do a head-on battle. You just get them for harassment because the Terran player is going to have a lot of Marines no matter what, and Marines are really good against Mutalisk. So if you want to, there's lots of players on ladder who just seem to be getting a lot of Mutalisk and nothing else. I mean, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna get so many. Of course, Mutalisk are really good if you have a lot, but they are very expensive. They they take up 2 supply and take time to build, so it's not really feasible. The Terran is really gonna outmass you by then. So the idea is try not to be so greedy and go only for Mutalisk. Mutalisk are there generally for hit and run tactics, harassment at the mineral lines, or taking down supply depots when you can, when the time frame allows you to, and the enemy's forces are not in position. So here we have the Terran player moving all his Marines at the front over here. Like I said, put down a very nice wall over here with 2 engineering bays and a bunker, 2 supply depots as well. He's going for double upgrades on his infantry, and I would like to see Stimpack on the way or combat shield. No, nothing yet. But Idra is planting, Idra is making a Baneling Nest right now as he's sending these Mutalisk over to harass. Now let's see how much damage these Mutas are going to be able to do. He might try and take some add-ons. No, he's just taking a look. He knows there's a turret there. He might just back off and try to take down some of these add-ons. I do remind you, it is quite annoying as a Terran player to lose your add-ons because they take time to build, and not only that, but they stall production on your barracks. Obviously, you cannot build anything while your add-ons are being built. You can't make any units out of that particular unit producing structure. So looks like Idra is going to take a 3rd base right now, and the centrifugal hooks is on the way. Did get that Baneling Nest. Where's that Baneling Nest? There we go. There's a Baneling Nest and an evolution chamber on the way as well. Most likely gonna get some upgrades for his Zerglings, like +1 or armor. So let's see, +1 attack or armor. So let's see what he's thinking with these Mutalisk. Are there any Thors on the way? No, looks like, and there's no armor even up right now for the Terran player. But the Terran does have a lot of Marines and a lot of tanks. These Mutas need to be very careful because and some miss micro here and there can just lead in heavy losses in the Mutalisk count. So, but these Marines still do not have Stimpack, and this is really surprising. This is so late. I mean, the thing is, this tech lab was taken out over here. I'm not exactly sure if he was researching Stimpack as it got destroyed. I didn't catch the one. I don't believe so. No, seems like there isn't Stimpack or combat shield on the way after it was finished either. So I'm quite curious to see what the Terran player is thinking right now, and I don't get this, but we'll soon find out. Seems like centrifugal hooks is done right now, and the Terran is going to make a push over here and take down this expansion. Now let's see Idra's response. He's trying to flank these forces, I believe, trying to move his Mutalisk in the back. He doesn't have any creep though over here, and that's pretty important because those Banelings are going to be a lot slower though. but he's taking out what he can from the back with his mutas. But a nice spreading of the tanks and marines over here. It's gonna make it very difficult for his banelings to actually do anything. Let's see, he is moving in. Let's see the splash damage from the tanks, how it plays out. But that's a lot of banelings though. They are moving in and they take a lot of marines over there. Let's see, doesn't make it in here. The banelings don't make it in there to take out this group of marines, but overhead there's like a lot of mutalisk, and the push does get repelled. EG.Idra did lose all his banelings though, and but the Terran lost his entire army as well, and EG.Idra still has all these mutalisk on the field. Now Stimpack and Combat Shield are on the way. It seems like double upgrade somewhere with the second tech lab. There's a second tech lab somewhere. Here we go. So he's researching both of them at the same time. Also getting 2-2 on his infantry for weapons and armor. Now EG.Idra is moving in here. Let's see if he's going to be able to do enough damage. He might just want to take down this turret. Indeed he does, and there we go. A lot of marines are moving in. He is just throwing as many shots as he can, damaging the buildings, trying to do just hit and run tactics, basically keep the Terran busy, keep him off focus while he just macros up in his own corner of the map. Now EG.Idra is planning this expansion again. It's very important as a Zerg to keep your base advantage when it comes to facing Terran. Especially, it's very important that you have the ability to macro up, to mass an army much faster than your opponent can. As we all know, Terran units are quite strong when it comes to food count compared to Zerg units. So here we go. Terran is trying to take a third base over here. EG.Idra sees this right now. He's taking a fourth himself in a pretty unusual position, I'd say. You'd expect him to get it here or perhaps here and not on this corner of the map, because if you look at the spawn locations, they are cross position spawn locations. So the normal thing would be to just split the map up in half like this and take the bottom right side and the top left side, I mean, for each player, and a macro up that way. But seems like EG.Idra is going to take that base over there, and let's see if it's going to get scouted or not. Here we go. He's making another push again, and let's see if this is going to be able to do enough damage. There's one turret over here, probably going to be able to take it out. There we go. He's going to do a lot of damage on this refinery, most likely. It is going to go down, and there we go. The refinery does go down. He might just want to snipe some additional supply depots. No, I don't think so. He's just sending one mutalisk right now to is this a stray mutalisk, or is it there to scout or just be annoying? Now EG.Idra knows that there's some troop movement on the way over here, and he's pulling back his mutas. There's no Thors yet though. Oh, there we go, one Thor is out. So the banelings are coming, and the banelings are coming, but they are off creep right now. They are much slower, and let's see, the marines are moving back. He needs to stop and attack though right now. Here we go, spreading his marines. Nice micro over there, very nice micro from the Terran player, but I don't think